How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store is running its Game Awards sale right now, and I know that the sale is pretty mediocre. As far as quantity of deals, there's not a lot, and even the quality of deals, a lot of digital deluxe editions and things nobody cares about. I shouldn't say things nobody cares about, it's just nobody's buying Death Stranding 2 Deluxe Edition when people only bought the Deluxe Edition initially for early access, but I digress. There are some good deals available, and I want to highlight one deal that I think is absolutely insane, and if it's a franchise you haven't checked out, I would highly recommend you to do so. And there are some other deals in historic lows that I do want to go over. I do also want to highlight the game that is delisting here soon. And the time is coming up for you to pick that up, so we'll mention that at the end of this video. But first of all, Metro the Saga bundle is a literal ridiculous deal. It's 90% off for $5.99. This deal is insane. It is a historic low. It's been on sale before, I want to say, for $8.99, but knocking it down another $3 to $5.99, this deal is nuts. You get Metro 2033, Metro Last Light, and Metro Exodus, the Gold Edition. So you get Metro Exodus's DLC as well, you get the PS5 upgrade, all that good stuff. Metro is an awesome series. It's a series that I love. I played Metro 2033, Last Light was great, and Exodus was a solid game as well. While I like 2033 and Last Light better, Exodus was a quality game. Like, this is one of those franchises that, you know, everybody's gonna have their opinion on which game they think is the best, and you can go any way. Exodus, definitely from a technical standpoint, at another level, given that 2033 and Last Light were initially made. 2033 didn't even come out on PS3, but it came out on Xbox 360 and PC, obviously, and Last Light did come out on PS3, but they're PS3-era games. Exodus came out at the tail end of the PS4's life, and then, again, got upgraded on PlayStation 5, so worthwhile games. Exodus is a bit of a bigger game as well. But, yeah, 2033 and Last Light are concise, to-the-point experiences as well. They're not super lengthy games. They're 8 to 10-hour campaigns, and in an era when those games came out, you were talking about, you know, multiplayer shooters were getting really big. The idea of a single-player-only shooter, not really something that a lot of developers were putting out, but, man, Metro turned out to be great, and I highly recommend those games if you have yet to check them out. To get all three titles for $5.99, a bargain that I would highly recommend. Definitely a good pickup there. Some other historic low game deals that I think are fantastic. Resident Evil 4, the Gold Edition, 60% off for $19.99 after the Requiem reveal, I guess you could say, even though, like, everybody knew about it. Leon is back in Resident Evil Requiem, and people are going to be very excited for that. I think that's going to amp up the excitement even more. It's not like Leon had to be in the game, but man, having Leon in a game, in a Resident Evil game, definitely helps more than it hurts. Let's just put it that way. And Resident Evil Requiem looks phenomenal, but if you have yet to play Resident Evil 4, and if you're not the biggest Resident Evil fan in the world, man, Resident Evil 4 is a great pickup. You could go Resident Evil 2, the RE2 remake is great as well, but Resident Evil 4 is just a fantastic game. I often say it's one of the greatest video games of all time. I put Resident Evil 4 in the pantheon of the greats alongside Red Dead 2, alongside, you know, games like Witcher 3. I truly think it's at that level, and when you take a game at that level, you do a phenomenal remake of it, you get one of the greatest games of all time again. By the way, if you do have a PlayStation VR 2 headset, you can play Resident Evil 4 in VR, and it's pretty remarkable in VR as well. I know that, you know, VR these days, especially on consoles, isn't something people are gravitating to, but it's a free component of the game if you do want to go and venture forth in that. It gives you another way to experience Resident Evil 4, but great deal there. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is 50% off for $34.99. As far as people being salty about the Game Awards, the one game that I know that a lot of people think should have won Best RPG or even got Game of the Year is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Man, when I talk to somebody that likes Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, they really like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and that's what I think the deal with this game is going to be. I think the people that like it will really, really like it, and it will literally be one of their favorite games of all time. Other people, there's going to be things like the combat that just turn them off, and you know, I've talked to a lot of people that the combat they couldn't get into. I think the good greatly outweighs the bad, and some people are gonna like the combat. The combat is the one make or break kind of thing, and maybe some people just won't like the aspect of the game really leaving you to your own devices. Like, this game does not handhold much at all, but that's the charm of the game. It is you crafting your own experience in this historic setting, and there's so many different routes you could go. There's literally a trophy that's in the game for you beating the game as a vegan. Like like that's ridiculous. Like, it's insane as far as how much options that the game has to you and offers you, and it's great as far as design goes. I think as far as RPGs go, and truly being an RPG, KCD2 is one of the greatest games of all time when you look at it from a mechanic standpoint in regards to leaving you to do what you want to do and crafting your own experience. I think it's amazing in that regard, but again, for some people, it might just be a little bit too overwhelming, and that's fine as well, but $35 for that, a great deal there. Blueprints is $19.49. While I'm not crazy about puzzle games, this was one of the standouts of the year. Bear in mind, it is on PlayStation Plus Extra, but it'll probably be pulled from PS Plus Extra if it's a one-year window in April of 2026, so that is coming up. But yeah, the game was really well received. I know some people think that this should have been in the mix for Game of the Year, but $19.49 on that. Some other deals to mention as well. The Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor Trilogy is $9.99. I mean, I love the Tomb Raider games. You guys already know that, but getting back-to-back Tomb Raider game announcements, we've got Catalyst coming in 2027. That'll be the next mainline title, and then a full-on remake of Tomb Raider, the very first Tomb Raider game. It's an exciting time to be a Tomb Raider fan, and the Survivor Trilogy was remarkable. I thought these games were fantastic, and to get all three titles for $9.99, obviously a tremendous deal there. Tomb Raider 2013, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, all three games are really good. I would say Rise of the Tomb Raider is an absolutely excellent game. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is really good, albeit fumbles a little bit from a narrative standpoint, and Tomb Raider 2013 is quite good as well. A little bit on the shorter side and more focused and linear, but still a worthwhile game, so definitely recommend that. And then lastly, I do want to give a mention to Transformers Battlegrounds. It's 90% off for $2.49. I'll give this a couple of mentions, but at the end of this month, this game will be getting delisted forever, so if you want to have this game in your PlayStation library and have access to it, it's $2.49 right now. It's an iconic IP in Transformers. You know, you've had games like Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron get delisted from digital platforms, and I know people are salty about not being able to access those games. I wouldn't put Battlegrounds at the level of War for Cybertron or Fall of Cybertron, but it's still a Transformers game, so I thought I would give it a mention. It has the tactical gameplay to it, so that might not be what everybody's looking for out of a Transformers game, but still, $2.49, and obviously, after you buy it, even after the game gets delisted, you'll be able to delete the game, re-download the game, in perpetuity, so don't worry about that. But $2.49 on that. That's gonna do it for me. Again, that Metro Saga deal I think is absolutely fantastic, but a lot of other great deals as well with the RE4 Gold Edition, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Blueprints, Tomb Raider, and Transformers Battlegrounds. Some great stuff across the board, and the Game Awards sale is ending very soon, December the 16th, so jump on those as soon as possible. The Transformers deal and the Tomb Raider deal will be available until the 23rd, so yeah, you got some time on that. That'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.